Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I will try to summarize a method which is called trapezoidal rule to calculate the integration value of a given function or a numeric integration uh, rule. So I have seen that most of people found very difficult to understand the numeric integration, the C program, how to write a C program to calculate the integration value, and they try to mug up the programming language. But I think that is wrong because we have to understand each and every bit of the program. The program is just like the mathematics. If you learn, if you understand each step, so that the program will be very crystal clear to all of you. So in this video, I will try to summarize and give you a crystal clear concept of how to write a program without mugging up. We will understand each and every bit. So hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So if you like this video, so please please like this video if you find it helpful, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you want, then you can share it with your friends so that they will also uh, uh, get the knowledge of programming. So about myself, if I tell, then my name is Vishwajit, and I am a post graduation student in my university. So I have been facing very much difficulty when I was a student. I am still a student, but that this programming was is there from my first semester, and I'm now in my last semester. So I've seen that in my student time when I was in the first semester, I was also the one who was facing very much problem in the programming. So I think you don't have to face the problem. So I'm here to give you a concept. So today our topic is the trapezoidal method. There are three methods to calculate the numeric integration: the trapezoidal method and the Simpson method, and the third one, which is there, is what is called Romberg integration method. In the Simpson method, also there are the two methods like Simpson one-third rule and Simpson 3/8 rule. So in today's video, I will just explain you to the trapezoidal method, and I am here with a series of videos where I will teach you all of the methods like the Renje-Kutta methods or the Lagrange interpolation method. Many more programming we will do, but we'll start with the basic, with the simplest one like the trapezoidal rule. So shall we begin? Okay. So before writing the any programming, you have to know that what program we are writing, what program we are writing. So for that, we have to first understand what is trapezoidal rule. So here I have searched the trapezoidal method in the Wikipedia page. So this is what we have in the sorry in the numeric integration. What we have, that we have this function f of x. So what we can do, that we have to integrate this function from the value of a to b. So this is what the graph looks like. If I show you the graph, then this is the x, y and x axis. So this is the curve which is in the blue line. So this curve is the f of x, and these are the two limits a and b. So what we found in the integration, that the integration is nothing but the integration is nothing. Now it looks fine. So the integration is nothing that we have to just when we integrate this function from a to b, that means we are just calculating the area covered from a to b by this curve. So that is also given here. I'm sorry, where is that, where is that, where is that, where is that? Yes, here, look. Let me zoom it so that you can watch it very clear way. uh, yeah, look that. So it has it has given that. Look, if we are doing the integration from A to B, let this is B, this is B, and this is A. So the integration means is the area that cover by this curve from A to B. So how can we find out that? So this is writing some programs, so formulas. So we will not focus on that. We will just focus that we have to. So we cannot do the integration in the whole of the limit. So we will just break this whole area into some subparts like this 2, 3, 4, 5, some subparts. How much subparts? That depends on you totally. The more number of parts you will take, the more accurate your answer will be. So we have the trapezoid rule works in the approximating region under the graph of function f of x as the trapezoid and calculating its area. So this is a trapezoid. When we have doing this is the trapezoid, so we have to calculate the area. So the formula which we have in case of the trapezoidal rule, so the formula is this: f of x dx equal to b minus a by 2 f of a plus f of b. So let's take that the small areas which have taken, they have, let's take, they have the width delta x. The width we also called is as the step size or the width. So let us take the width. The width is delta x. So how we will calculate the delta x? That is also a rule. That is also a concept of how we will calculate delta x. The formula for delta x is here. Delta x equal to b minus a by n. N is n for domain discrete. N is equally spaced panels. So how many subparts we have taken? Here it is 3. We can just break it into 4, or we can just make it from middle. We can just break it and make it to 6. So that is totally depend on you. So what is this? The upper limit b minus the, because here look at this. The upper limit is b here. The upper limit is b here. Sorry, b here. So the upper limit b minus the lower limit a divided by n. Here is our delta x formula, and the total formula to find out the integration is integration from a to b f of x dx, that is the width divided by 2, the function value at x0 or x0. What is x0? X0 is a, the lower limit, and xn is b. X0 is a, as you can look at xi. So this is, let's say this is a, this is b, so this is x0. Or if we put I equal to 0, let's put uh, let us put I equal to 0, then this is xi. What is happening? So this is xi, so it's x0, x0 plus, and that's x1, x2, and let's say this is after the more distance, like this is xn. So x0 is a and xn is b. So we can just tell it as f of a and f of b, and the formula is the width, or we can tell the step size divided by 2, the function value at the lower limit, that is a, f of x0, or we can say f of a, the function value at the upper limit, that is what we can say as b, f of b, and rest of the functions 2 into the rest, the function value at rest of the intervals. That is फंक्शन, मैं हिंदी में अगर समझाऊं तो f ऑफ x0, यानी x0 जो है a वो है, क्योंकि x0 मतलब a से ही शुरुआत हो रही है, उसके बाद हम आगे जाके पूरा b तक जाए, मतलब xn जो है वो b, xn is b. So f of delta x by 2, the width or step size by 2, f of x0 और f of a, मैं इसको यहाँ ले आ रहा हूँ f of b, f of x0 plus f of b 2 into rest of the values. बाकी जितने भी इंटरवल्स हैं उनमें एफ ऑफ फंक्शन का वैल्यू, एफ ऑफ एक्स हम कुछ भी ले रहे हैं, मतलब लेट एफ ऑफ एक्स हम एक्स लेंगे, लेट अस से कि हम एफ ऑफ एक्स को एक्स ले रहे हैं, सिंपल एक्स ले रहे हैं, फंक्शन को हम एक्स एक्स डी एक्स, ए टू बी एक्स डी एक्स. सो एक्स की वैल्यू ए पे कितनी है, एक्स की वैल्यू बी पे कितनी है, और बीच में 2 इंटू द रेस्ट इंटरवल्स में एक्स की वैल्यू जितनी है. खत्म है बात. So is that clear? Width by 2, the function value at the lower limit plus लास्ट में अगर यहाँ पे चाहे तो function value at the upper limit plus 2 into यहाँ पे if you take 2 common here, that is f of x1 plus f of x2 plus f of x3 till f of xn minus 1. So leaving a and b, what is the function value at the other intervals into 2? Okay, is that clear? Is that very much clear? If I write it in a better way, I can just write it. I am writing here to give you a crystal clear concept. So what is that? Let us take the width. Let us take the let us take the width. Let us take the width that is equal to h. We are taking the width or the step size h. Simple. So that h will be equal to, not the capital H, the small h. That h will be equal to b, the upper limit, minus a, or let me just increase the size of this number so that you can find out this easily. So the width, what is happening, right? Yes. So the width. अरे यार, I am trying to write it in Microsoft Word, but I don't think why I'm not able to write that. Okay. Yes. Width equal to, let's say h, small h. So that h, you have nothing to do with this, like, share, subscribe. So we will find the h, that is the width, equal to b minus a divided by 2. Sorry, 2, n. N is the number of intervals or number of subparts you have taken. And after the calculating of this h, you can say the I, the integration value, will be equal to h into f of function value at a plus function value at the lower limit and then at the upper limit plus 2 into 2 into the function value. I am just writing at the other limits, the other parts which we have, and that divided by 2. This is the formula, the whole divided by 2. The whole, will just do the whole divided by 2. Whole divided by 2. This is the formula. This is the formula. So what is h? You can just look here. H is delta x, the width. I'm just writing here h. I'm just in my notation, I'm notating it like h. So the h value is what? You look here, b minus a by n. So I have just write that b minus a by, I am taking small n. And the integration value which it has given, that delta x by 2, yani that is the width by 2. I'm just taking width by 2, the whole in the whole by 2 into function value at the lower limit, that is x0, or a, upper limit xn, that is b, and 2 into the rest of limits. So I have just taken that. So is that clear? So we have this formula. Now the important part, how we can write a program. So let's go to the program right away. This is the program. I have just comment first. So as you know, before writing any comment in the top, you have to just give a slash and star and the star slash, and you have to write the comment in the middle. So I have written this program in a very hurry. So if I have done any spelling mistake, so please forgive me. So trapezoidal method for numeric integration, that is right. So when you are doing the C program, when you are writing, so you have to start with the include stdio.h. You have to just start with that. Then, as we are calculating the mathematics, we have to calculate a math function. We have to take include math.h, and we are starting with floating function. So float function. So float function is what? It's the variable of float x, means the function f is the variable of x. Then we have given two bracket, and in the middle here we will write the formula or the function which we want to integrate. So I have written the very simplest one, the simplest function in the world, x. We have to integrate x dx. Let us say we have to we have to integrate x dx. I am writing integrate x dx. This is what we have to integrate. Okay, integrate x dx. Okay, so what will be the integration value? That is x square by 2, x square by 2, and that is the from a to b. We will write anything from a to b, means from the some limits we have to integrate x dx, and the integration value is x square by 2 from a to b. So we have written the function here, that is the return. We will write it in the return of x. Then we will go to the main program part. We will start with int main, because we are writing in the integer numeric integration, or we are writing the integers value. All the variables here are will be in integer format. So we will write int main, and then we will give input. So input, we will input I and n. N, as we know, n is the number of subintervals. So you have two kind of programs. You can just write n here, and a b x sum you will not give any of the value, and you will just write again the printf on scanf format. But that of kind of program I don't like. I like that we have to give every input here in the program itself. So we will input a variable called I. Then we will write n equal to 100. We have given that the number of we are given 100 of sub intervals. Let us say we have 100 of sub intervals here. Here we have three sub intervals. No, let's, I am saying that from a to b I am dividing this area in 100 of sub intervals. And remember, the more number of sub intervals you take, the more accurate your answer will be. Sorry, the more accurate your answer will be. Okay, so we have taken n equal to 100. Then we have taken float. In the floating function, we have taken h, the width. Then the lower limit a, we have taken that, let's say a equal to 0. The upper limit b, we have taken, let's say b equal to 1. And for the calculation, we need x and sum. So let's see the formula. What we need to get the output of the formula? We obviously need h, we obviously need b, we obviously need a, we obviously need n. After that, for the calculation of the other limits, we need two functions, x and sum. I'm telling you why. And we also need I, because we will write the integral value I, because we cannot write the integration like this, na. We cannot give the program, we cannot write integration sign in the program, we cannot insert integration sign in the program. So we have to write, we have to tell the computer that this I is my integration value. What is this? Is this I is my integration value? That is this integration f of x dx from a to b. So we have given the float. Then we tell the computer that, Mr. Computer, this is my h. you have to calculate h like this, b minus a by n. Okay, then is the main part. How we can calculate? Look, to calculate f of a and f of b here, it's very much simple. But how to calculate 2 into other intervals? So what are the other? So to calculate the other intervals, we have to take help of a loop called for loop. So how the for loop will act? Now in the for loop, we tell the computer that computer take I equal to 1 to the n, I equal to 1, I less than n means I को 1 से शुरू करके n से कम यानी n माइनस वन तक लीजिए. n माइनस वन तो हम नहीं लिख सकते, तो I को हम कर रहे कि I इक्वल टू 1, I लेस देन n. I को n1 से शुरू करके n से कम तक लीजिए और वहां तक I को आहिस्ता आहिस्ता एक एक स्टेप बढ़ा बढ़ा के चलिए I प्लस प्लस. और उसके बीच में क्या करिए कि x, that x is a plus I into h. Look, this much I have to understand. Look, if this is x1 and that is x2, if you see here, this is x1, I equal to 0 हुआ तो this is x1, this is x2, this is not p. Let's say this is not p, this is h, this is h. So how we can get x2? Now this x2, this whole length is what? x0 plus 2 into h. If this is p, let's say this is p, or we have taken in our notation h, p, this is 2p. So what will be the x2 value? x0, let's say we have taken x I equal to 0, x0, this is x2. So x0, so this x0, so x2 equal to x0 plus 2 into p, 2 into p or 2 into h in our notation. So if we see here like that, so this x will be a and the lower limit plus I, where the I value will be range from 1 to n minus 1 into h. सो धीरे धीरे हम आगे आगे चलेंगे, यानी कि यहाँ पे x2 x3 तक चलेंगे तो ये I की वैल्यू 3 हो जाएगी और 3 इंटू एच, सो x0 प्लस 1 2 3h करेंगे तो हम x3 पहुंचेंगे. तो यहाँ पे हम धीरे धीरे वहीं तक जा रहे हैं कि हम फॉर लूप में हमने बता दिया कि I की वैल्यू यहाँ तक 1 से शुरू करके n तक लीजिए और जस्ट इंक्रीज I फर्दर एंड वी हैव टेकन द ब्रैकेट. यानी फॉर लूप के अंदर हमने लूपिंग क्या किया कि x को आप x इक्वल टू a प्लस आई इंटू एच, एक्स को आप a प्लस आई इंटू एच फॉर्मूला डाल के आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बढ़ाइए एंड द सम इज सम प्लस एफ ऑफ एक्स. यानी हमारे पास जो यहाँ पे जो दिस इज x0, so what is f of x0? There is some value f of x1, f of x2, f of x3. So we have taken the x0 as sum, the f of x1 is sum plus this value, this middle value. So we have just taken that the sum is sum plus f of x, and as we have taken या जबकि हमने for loop के अंदर इसको लिया है तो for loop क्या करेगा, पहले I को 1 लेगा, x की वैल्यू निकालेगा, फिर f of x निकाल के उसको x0 पे ऐड करके x1 निकालेगा, फिर I की वैल्यू वो 2 लेगा, फिर उसको a प्लस आई इंटू एच की वैल्यू पहले यहां से निकाल लेगा वो, और फिर i इंटू एच में डाल के x की वैल्यू दोबारा निकालेगा, फिर एफ ऑफ एस निकाल के फिर सम निकालेगा. तो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता n से कम यानी n माइनस वन तक फॉर लूप इसे कर देगा. बस मतलब आप देखिए कितना ब्यूटीफुल है. बस दो ही लाइन में हमको पूरा i इक्वल टू वन, आई इक्वल टू हमने जीरो क्यों नहीं लिया, बिकॉज इफ यू टेक जीरो हियर i इंटू एच, सो x इक्वल टू a, यानी हम लोअर लिमिट में फिर से पहुंच गए एंड वी हैव टेकन द लोअर लिमिट हियर. लोअर लिमिट एंड अपर लिमिट को हमने ले लिया, 2 इंटू उनका बीच का हमें पता करना है, तो हम i को 1 से n तक लेंगे. वी विल टेक द वैल्यू ऑफ i फ्रॉम 1 टू n, n से कम, सॉरी n नहीं, n से कम n माइनस वन तक, एंड वहां तक हम i प्लस प्लस मतलब i को बढ़ाते हुए चलेंगे. याद रखिएगा फॉर लूप में ये साइन नहीं लगता है, ठीक है, ये साइन फॉर लूप के आखिर में लगता है और फॉर लूप के बीच में कॉमा नहीं लगता, सेमीकोलन लगता है. आप देखेंगे हमेशा यहाँ पे मैंने कॉमा लिया है, लेकिन लूप के अंदर कभी भी कॉमा नहीं लगता. फॉर लूप में ये साइन आप नहीं देंगे, लेकिन लूप के अंदर ये ब्रैकेट मतलब लूप के अंदर आप ये साइन अवश्य जरूर देंगे, या ना गड़बड़ हो जाएगी, या फिर आप नहीं दिए होंगे तो भी आप जब इसको रन करेंगे, कंपाइल करेंगे तो वो दिखा दिया कि यहाँ पे रॉन्ग है. तो हमने क्या किया, तो फॉर लूप का हमने लिख लिया, वी हैव रिटन द फॉर लूप. सो दिस फॉर लूप विल डू this part of the calculation, 2 into sum. This calculation we need for loop. the other f of a and f of b the computer can do itself. So if after writing the for loop, what we left? The formula itself. So we have given the computer the formula that computer, look, we have formula that integration value must be h into value of f at the lower limit, value of f at the upper limit, and 2 into sum. Sum means this. This means from I equal to n to n minus 1, all the values, the addition of all the values, as I have told you here. F equal to x1 to, let's say this is xn minus 1, all the middle values we have writing this as sum. बिकॉज फॉर लूप में आपको लगता होगा कि यार यहाँ पे तो आई की वैल्यू ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, बिकॉज हमने फॉर लूप में लिखा ही है कि ये जो प्रोसेस है कि x इक्वल टू आई इंटू एच निकालो, फिर f ऑफ x निकाल के उसको सम यानी x0 के वैल्यू से ऐड कर दो, ऐड करके यहाँ पे x1 कर दो, फिर यहाँ पे x1 करके f ऑफ x1 कैलकुलेट करके यहाँ पे f ऑफ x2 निकाल दो. हमने फॉर लूप में दिखाया है कि इसको आप i इक्वल टू 1 से i इक्वल टू n तक प्लस प्लस यानी दोहराते हुए चलिए जब तक कि हमें n माइनस 1 तक नहीं पहुंच जाते. तो इसी एक सम में हमारे पास ये पूरा बीच का वैल्यू है, ये पूरा बीच का वैल्यू यानी कि दिस, ये अदर लिमिट्स पूरा 2 इंटू एफ ऑफ अदर लिमिट्स पूरा बीच का वैल्यू आ गया. सो व्हाट वी हैव डन, तो हमने ये फॉर्मूला, वी हैव रिटन द फॉर्मूला, हमने फॉर्मूला लिख दिया. अब हम इसको अभी भी एंड नहीं कर सकते, क्यों? ये फॉर्मूला लिख तो दिया, बट हाउ द कंप्यूटर विल शो अस, सो वी हैव टू कमांड देना पड़ा कंप्यूटर की इस फॉर्मूला को प्रिंट करो, हमें दिखाओ, हमें दिखाना. तो वी हैव रिटन printf inverted comma the value double inverted comma the value of the integral is, value of integral जो होगा, what is that? percentage f means हम फ्लोटिंग फंक्शन, इसको फ्लोटिंग फंक्शन लिख रहे हैं, तो जब फ्लोटिंग फंक्शन लिखते हैं तो परसेंटेज एफ. इसी तरह से अगर हम डबल लिखेंगे तो एल एफ, या फिर हम कुछ बिना फ्लोटिंग के सिर्फ इंट के बिना फ्लोट के सिर्फ इंट मेन में अगर लिखते हैं तो परसेंटेज डी लिखते हैं. वो तरह तरह के फंक्शन पॉइंटर्स होते हैं. आप अगर चाहें तो ऐसे मतलब विकिपीडिया पे मार के उसको सर्च करके आप पढ़ सकते हैं, बट हमने फ्लोटिंग नहीं है इसलिए परसेंटेज है. परसेंटेज एफ मींस दिस कैलकुलेशन, जो रिजल्ट निकलेगा इसका, उसको परसेंटेज एफ में शो करो. और ये परसेंटेज है क्या, हमने यहाँ पे लिख दिया आई कॉमा आई मींस द परसेंटेज एफ मींस ये आई का जो रिजल्ट निकलेगा. और हम फिर रिटर्न जीरो पे आर, वी हैव कम टू रिटर्न जीरो. सो वी हैव रिटन दिस दिस प्रोग्राम, लेट अस रन दैट. या 0.5, the integral value is 0.5, easy. So let's say it is 0.5 or not. So what was our integral value? X dx, that is x square by 2 from a to b. And what we have taken, a we have taken as 0 and b we have taken as 1. So if we calculate x square by 2 in the derivative format, so it will be have the derivative format x square by 2 from 0 to 1. Then for 0, this value is 0. For 1, the value is 1 by 2. So what will be the value? 1 by 2, or we can say 1 by 2 minus 0, or that value will be equal to 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2, or that we can say in the integer format equal to 0.5. And what we are getting here also 0.5. Okay, is that clear? So what we'll do in the further case, if you want to calculate some more functions, like if I want to calculate the integration of x square, let's say, so we will just say x into x. We will take, sorry, not here, this is float x. Here रिटर्न जहां पे हमने ये फंक्शन लिखा था रिटर्न में, हम इसको एक्स स्क्वायर कर देंगे कि नहीं हमें एक्स स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन चाहिए. तो इसको अगर हम रन एक्स स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 1 तक क्या होगा, एक्स क्यूब बाई 3 फ्रॉम 0 to 1 मीन्स 1 by 3, 0.33. इसको हमें एक्स क्यूब करना है तो इंटू एक्स अगेन. सो एक्स क्यूब डीएक्स का इंटीग्रेशन कितना होगा, एक्स 4 by 4, दैट इज फ्रॉम 0 to 1, 1 by 4. Here it is 0.25. How was that, friends? How was that? So You can calculate every integration from here in the and trust me, this program, this trapezoidal method is the simplest one. See, I know there is Simpson and Romberg integration, but that is some more what we can say that complicated. The trapezoidal is the simplest one. You have to do nothing, just calculate the function value at lower limit, at the upper limit, and 2 into the middle ones. How will you calculate the middle ones? Again I am saying फॉर लूप दीजिए, फॉर लूप में बताइए कि वन, और याद रखिएगा जीरो से स्टार्ट मत करिएगा क्योंकि जीरो हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है एफ ऑफ एक्स जीरो, एफ ऑफ ए, और एफ ऑफ एन भी हमारे पास है। हमें सिर्फ वन से एन से कम या लेस देन मैंने लिखा है इसलिए एन माइनस वन तक जाना है बढ़ाते हुए। और इस जो ये जो हमें करना है, ये जो टेक्निक है, इसे दोहराते हुए चलना है, यानी x की वैल्यू निकालो a प्लस आई इंटू एच से और सम निकाल दो और इसको n माइनस वन तक दोहराते हुए चलो। फॉर लूप का मतलब है ये। फिर ये जो सम हमारा निकला, ये वाला सम, ये दो सम लिखा है इसलिए हमने एक सम को जीरो लिखा है, यानी जीरो वैल्यू पे हमें सम चाहिए, x को जीरो कह रहा है और जीरो वैल्यू में हमें सम चाहिए। ये सम वो है, ये जो सम है हमें कैलकुलेट करने के बाद, और टू इंटू ये सम। याद रखिएगा, रिमेंबर दिस concept will help you till the end of your life if you are aspiring to do anything in physics, because when you have to, after the post graduation, when you need, when you go to the PhD or postdoc or research, you will have have to do integration or differentiation of very much complicated functions, and you don't have time to solve it in the pen paper. So in that time, this C programming will help you. Just write the function here in the written, run this, and this will show you the answer. Let's say I am taking, let's say I am taking, let's say 1 by 1 plus x square, 1 by 1 plus x square. So 1 divided by, I will take another bracket, 1 plus, I will take another bracket, x into x, sorry, x 8x हो गया, x into x. This is 1 by 1 plus x square. If you run this, so what is the integral value is this? No, so think by yourself how much time it will take you to calculate 1 by 1 plus x square in the pen paper, and how much time it is just a matter of one click, run, and it has run 0.78. If we calculate the integration from 0 to 1, 1 by 1 plus x square dx, that value will be 0.78. So do you understand this, the whole function, how we are writing this? Nothing, just we have studied the basics of trapezoidal rule. We have know the, we just uh, see the formula here, what we need, what variables we need. So from that variable we first define those variables in the float and int, then we have written x equal to b minus a by n. Then in the for loop we calculate the middle values. We know the values at f of a and f of b, we have just write the integration value, and then we have just print the value, and we have here the value. So is that clear? So again I will say that please like this video if it found helpful, and subscribe for more content like this, and share with your friends if you want. And thank you for your time. So if you want anything more, then you can just सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल। एंड रिमेंबर, मैं इस पे एक पूरा सीरीज लेके आने वाला हूँ। माई नेक्स्ट वीडियो विल बी ऑन सिम्पसन। इन दैट वीडियो में एक ही बार में आपको सिम्पसन 1/3 और 3/8 पूरा समझा दूंगा in the one video. Then the next one I will try to cover Romberg integration. Then I'll go to some conditions like Lagrange interpolation or Runge-Kutta method, like that. Okay, so keep in touch of my YouTube channel. So to keep in touch, you have to subscribe my channel. So please subscribe and press the bell icon, like this video, and share with your friends if it is needed. Thank you so much. Thank you.